Hi, Cliff Sinsby here with Peep magazine, and we're here with Dave Ritson and Lewis Ritson, their father and son. Here we are. You're fighting on the 26th, bank holiday weekend. You're fighting Henry James.
Yep.
And at the table before, you were talking about it as a potential banana skin. I suppose every fight's a potential banana skin, but when you've got a British title fight confirmed, you've got it there. You don't need to have another fight. It's a risk, I suppose, that, like you said, people are saying, do you want to take it? And it's, well, yeah, do you want to have another few months ring rust, or do you want to get in the ring and put your best foot forward?
No, I said to my father when he said, oh, you're on the show 6th round, I says, oh, I want an opponent where I want to be tested. I haven't had a fight since December now.
Yeah.
I was meant to be on the JEFFRIES last show, but I couldn't get on it, so I says, oh, I want a bit of a test where I'm fighting a decent level of
something's
opponent.
coming back.
Something's coming back where I do need to keep the hands up and know what's coming instead of just going through emotions and just may as well just have a heavy bag session than do it. So we're getting a decent opponent, so he likes to come to fight, so hopefully it'll be a good little one for the crowd as well. So it'll be good with Henry James.
And from your point of view, Dave, obviously in terms of as an opponent, what do you see Henry James bringing to the fight? What are the main dangers?
Well, it's a huge risk, this fight. He's been beaten in 7. He's fought top-class kids. He's at that age where I think he's 31, so he's going to be very strong.
Yeah.
He's a talented boxer. It is a risk. He's going to bring a nightmare to the table, because we don't want any injuries.
Yeah.
That's a factor. Any cuts, injuries, and we want to win. Our camp believe that we need a warm-up fight.
Yeah.
For the British title. And this is going to be a good test. And this guy does come to fight.
It's probably similar to the Jordan Ellison fight in that he's a talented guy. He's gone down a different route where he's been fighting on the road more against, obviously, unbeaten competition nearly every time, which Jordan's been doing, and that obviously did him the world of good.
Oh, yeah.
Jordan gave you a tougher fight in the second fight than he did in the first fight against him, but obviously you developed as well,
I think I was saying in the first interview before Jordan, he's been on the road fighting against top quality kids better than anyone I've been fighting, journeyman wise, and he's been getting paid for it. And if you look at obviously most of them, quite a few of them, he's won, he hasn't getting, and in the ones that the scores are always close. So we always knew that Jordan was going to be short on me for 4 or 5 rounds just because of the kids he had been fighting, and he had been doing more rounds than us as well, 8, 6s, whereas we've been doing 4s so we always knew 3 or 4 he's going to be. That was the game plan. Look, 4 or 5 rounds, he's going to be sharper than you, but after that you'll get to him, and that's exactly what happened. So,
and it was that jab of yours again, wasn't it? Obviously, it wasn't just the jab, but it was because Jordan, he's so much more of a rounded fighter now than when you first fought him. And I remember that with the first fight, you dominated him on the jab with your heavy jab in that first fight. He couldn't compete with it. Where I remember watching him against George Jupp, and his movement and everything was a lot better there, and I thought, oh, you're going to have to work harder for this one.
That's one thing that we noticed with Jordan. There was the 2 steps back when Jupp was coming in. He was doing the 2 steps back, so we knew that. So we were saying with the jab, you're going to have to start stepping in with the jab, and it was the jab. We've got the tape. Watch the tape. The jab never misses a man. Need to be fair. That's what sets up the finish, and that's what set up everything really. The jab, keep on the jab, and that's what we've done, and got him out there.
And obviously you're fighting a naturally bigger guy this time. Obviously, normally when you go in as a lightweight, you're big for the weight, you're very strong for the weight, so you have that advantage. So fighting a guy who has that, maybe he's a little bit of an equaliser because he's a bit bigger, that's probably going to bring its own challenges as well.
Like I
won't be as easy to bully.
No, with the fights I've seen, he likes to come forward, so with the extra weight and him being big, I'll shoot him because obviously that's my style. I like to come forward, I like to bully opponents with the weight and get the body shots in. So hopefully with him being a little bit bigger, I'll be a little bit more of a sterner test, and he'll be able to take them. And like I say, we've been saying, if we get him out, but I really preferably we want the rounds. I want the 6 tough rounds, so it gets us ready for the Barrett fight, for the 12 rounder. So.
And just obviously speaking about the Barrett fight, what's the situation? When is that due to go ahead? Is it July or?
No, purse bids are 13th of June. The purse bids were meant to be the start of May, but he put a month's extension in because he's hurt his hand. supposedly. I'm not going to say anything about that. So we'll just wait. 13th of June we'll hear back from the purse bids, and then that'll be confirmed, and me and Barrett will get it on for the British.
Ideally up here.
Ideally, that's what we're hoping for. Get it up here. I mean, we're not too sure what's going to happen. Who's going to put the purse bids in? Whether that's his manager, our manager will. So we're just going to wait and see, and hopefully it gets up here.
You've got some money behind you, though, so you never know. But so it could be, and obviously with Phil planning to do a show in Newcastle later in the year as well, that could be perfect timing as well. Speaking of Phil,
there he is.
My man from Newcastle.
I used to be, but
I know.
He is the best boxer in Newcastle, and he's going to be the new black and white British champ.
You heard it there first.
If he's not, his dad will bite me ear off.
Well, the thing is, you've got Kell Brook fighting Bramall Lane.
Who's he?
But he's next weekend fighting at St James's someday.
Oh, that's the plan. If we can get up there and get to world levels, and they've never felt like that, but we'll get to St James's. So we'll do it.
It's big enough.
Exactly. But on that bombshell, lads, fantastic. We're going to be coming down to Forest Hall Gym shortly, do a follow-up. Obviously, we're going to not just Lewis's story, but we've got obviously a lot of things going on in the background there as well. But oh, bless. But until then, any tickets still available?
Yes,
yes, tickets still available.
Hey,
so
even if it was to sell out, there'll always be tickets available.
Speaks a promoter. There you go. Well, cheers very much, lads. All the very best. Hey, Dave Ritson. Bye bye.